Go.
Hi, my name is Alejandro Guillen, and I'm based in New York City. I am a finalist, and I'm so excited. I am honestly speechless. As you could tell, I go to FIT, and the bag that I created, which is called the Baylock, just turned out so great. And it kind of felt like the universe really aligned in terms of the competition. I decided, I was in a workshop, I was working hard on completing some product when Emily Blumenthal came to our class to speak about the Handbag Awards. And as soon as she was talking about it, I was still doing the finishing touches for my bag. I was trying to figure out the handle. And then just so you guys see, this is the bag that I did hand in. I know that there's going to be photos on the website, but I'm so excited with how this came out. I called it the Baylock because honestly it's named after my favorite art teacher. His name was Mr. Baylock, and we did this really cool project in high school that was supposed to be like art pop and just really cool. And I did a big Hershey's case. And the minute I had seen this in the donation bin at school, I knew I could do something special. It immediately brought me to that candy bar I had made almost 10 years ago. And I just had to work with it. I really got the inspiration from a mood board I had created. So this is it. It's really based off of this amazing illustration from Antonio and Juan, and I really loved it. They were great designers. They worked with Karl Lagerfeld at Chloe, and I really got into the mindset of what would they be designing if they were true designers, not just fashion illustrators. What would they design for the women of today? They really were crucial in providing diversity into the modeling industry. They discovered models like Grace Jones and Pat Cleveland, and I felt like that's definitely the route that I want to build upon as a designer. When I think of my design aesthetic, it's definitely about merging elements of Latin America, elements that are kind of seen as too much and too bold, and bring it to the Western context. How can these women dress for where we live today? So that's definitely the angle and approach I take in all the product I make. It's definitely the approach I took with the Baylock bag. I wanted to do something that felt regal, felt familiar, but still had that punch. And in particular, the flowers that are there, which are intended to represent these flowers. These are the maga flower. They're the national flower of Puerto Rico. And I think it's kind of ironic that the MAGA, which is now being used as Make America Great Again, is actually what is the national flower for my people. So this was really to celebrate them and kind of reclaim our word back, and kind of take the power away from all the mayhem going on. And I think that's what designers are supposed to do. You're supposed to get people excited, get them to think of what could tomorrow be like, if you just took a different perspective. And that's definitely how I like to highlight the girls I work with. The model in the shot is actually a girlfriend I met at an interview, my very first interview in New York. And we built a connection, and I've known her now for 10 years. And she's an aspiring actress, and I think that's the woman that I dress and that I design to. Someone who is dedicated and just continues to push the boundaries in her work, but wants to do it with flair, wants to do it with a different attitude. She knows that she has to put in the work, and I think that's what I'm going to bring to the industry. Winning this competition will allow me to do so much. I think it just puts you on a platform that really makes you stand out as a designer. It's such a prestigious category. It's such a prestigious, just to be nominated, it just changes the way the industry looks at you. And I feel that, as a person of color working in the fashion industry, sometimes it is a challenge. But I think this could really aid me in, gaining sponsors, gaining a following, and really showing the point of view and perspective that I'll be designing to. And I think it just will really help me with investors in the future. I also think that the internship with Harion, apologies if I pronounced that wrong, I really think that internship will also do so much to expand my knowledge of what the business aspect of design is, You know, right now I'm definitely, as you could tell, really into fantasy product. These are some of the products I'm working on currently. I do have some handbags that are on the display case, but we'll get to those, I think, at another time. But I am really excited about just being able to give everything I have into my education and into the product that you guys selected as a finalist. Thank you so, so much. I'm very grateful. And yeah, that's me.